We gather here today to get through this thing called life. Let the word life, it means forever, and that's a mighty long time. But I'm here to tell you that something else, the afterword. A world of never-ending happiness.
I do not remember that this intro was this long.
So when you call up that swinging devil,
No. I was going for Let's Go Crazy with Prince, but that was too long. He had a lot to say. All kinds of copyright infringements. My channel's much too small to deal with that type of stuff. But hey, welcome. Let's do some writing. Whoop, whoop. I don't think you can see my shirt. Yes, representing. By the way, hi, my name is Tamara. I like to write. I write all the time. And I thought that it would be awesome if I were to write with you guys. So I'm going to send this link out so that maybe some folks will come write with me. And if you want to send any comments, excuse me, if you want to send any comments, questions, whatever, use the hashtag write stuff. So that's hashtag WRITESTUFF on the Twitter, because that's where I'll be checking and that's where I'll be able to chat with you. Let's get some. So, how you guys been? How's your writing been going? My writing stalled. I went to a writing conference over the weekend, and I discussed more of my words. I discussed more of the book that I'm initially starting with book one, as opposed to the book that I'm working on for camp. So my brain has been there, and as such, I haven't been counting any words toward this word count, because that book I'm editing like hell. And even right now, my brain is all still there and thinking about how I can change things and restructure it to make it more interesting. But today is the 27th, and how many days are there in April? 30. 30 days. CampNaNoWriMo is just about over. Is it just 30? No. CampNaNoWriMo is just over, and my word count as of right now is at 22,213, and my goal is 30K. So it's possible. It's definitely possible. In fact, it's probable, but it's not going to be if I don't write on the project. All right, let me tweet out this link so that people can write with us. Write with us. Write with us. Let's write it. If you want to join me at the right end. All right. So, as I was saying, you could totally tweet me at hashtag great stuff. I'll be doing this for probably hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. Not really sure. And let me know, I have my fan on because it's hot as blazes in here. And let me know if you can hear me okay. Because I don't have any co-hosts to tell me that if something's going wrong. So you guys have to let me know if it's not working out. Looks like everything is copacetic. But you know, y'all, I have terrible luck with these hangouts, but I just like doing them. I like being able to interact in a more immediate fashion with you guys. So gotta take the bad with the good, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. Shooby-dooby-doo-doo-doo. Okay. Another issue that I've been having is that I had to totally factory reinstall thing with this laptop. And if you've been around for about a year at least, then you may remember all of my freaking laptop issues. And it's plentiful. It's plentiful. Plentiful. So I'm gonna have to send this bad boy into to get it repaired. But if I do that, then I don't really want to download everything that I was using before because it feels like a waste of time. However, if I don't do that, then how do I access my document, which is on Scrivener? I don't know. I don't know. So I'm going to be writing on a totally different section of the novel than what I was writing on previously. And eventually I will put these two halves together to make a whole story. Huzzah. All right. Let's see. It's what? It's my time. It's 1:37. Wherever you are, it's after 37. Let's give it 3 more minutes. And then let's do our first word sprint. And we'll sprint for what? 20 minutes? That will put us at the top of the hour. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds fantastic. I have to use artificial, like, non-sugar sweetener for my coffee. And sometimes it doesn't taste strange, but other times it's terrible. Today is the terrible time. I don't know what changes with my taste buds. They say that after you've made a change like that, and once you stick to it, that you're not supposed to really notice that change anymore, right? Like your taste buds acclimate. Mine have not. They're apparently they're very stubborn, and they like what they like, and apparently they like sugar. So, oh well, what are you gonna do? All right, so I'm gonna set my timer. Ooh, let's definitely turn off the chatting bits. I'll set my timer for 20 minutes. Hi, Dorothea. She is here, and it's 1:38 for her a.m. Phew. Where are you in the world? You're like 12 hours ahead of me. Is that how time works and numbers? I wish that I lived in a kind of very quiet place where we never heard any of my neighbors moving about, but that's not the case. And I don't really have a way of quieting that, but I'll mute it. I'll mute me once for writing so that all of my background noise won't disturb the hell out of you guys. Okay, so we got 1 minute. Let's say that the prompt, if you want to use it, you don't have to if you don't want to. prompt is childhood sweetheart. Childhood sweetheart. Go for 20 minutes. And go! Woohoo! Right stuff. We're 10 minutes into it, so keep writing, guys. All right, time is up. How many words you get? How did you go? How did it go? Let me know. Tweet me or at hashtag Right Stuff. Did you use the prompt? I did not. And did you? What was your favorite line? I'm using WordPad, so I have to use something else, I think, to find out my word count. So, what's this? But I was trying to think of the word. It's not signal. It's like, but it sounds like signal, and it means beacon. But I can't remember what the word is. Do you guys know what the word is? Word counter-Q. Let's see how many words I wrote for this first thing. It's kind of cool because I hadn't written any words today, so all new words. 507. All right, very cool. Good start, good start, good start. Get that on the document so I do not forget, because Lord knows I will. All right. So if you guys were looking at my face at all, I was making some terrible faces, some facial expressions, because I was in this particular scene. My protagonist Jules walks into a um, like a convenience store, and the guy that's working the counter has a huge wad of snuff in his mouth, and he's talking to her, and some of the liquid from it like rolls down his chin, and it just grosses me out. So yeah, that's why I was making a terrible face. Hey, now you gonna order something? You can't use a toilet if you ain't buying nothing. That pimple faced little weasel talked around the wad of chaw in the side of his gum. It really, really hates that stuff, but I don't know. A lot of people that I know use it, or at least they did. I think my brother used to use it even, but I think that he grew out of it. Ugh, thank goodness, because I mean, smoking is a gross habit, but man, it doesn't turn my stomach like that does. Whew. Gross stuff, gross stuff. All right, let me see if anyone has tweeted at me. Okay. I'll bring up the YouTube page to see if I can actually see any of the comments. Sometimes it lets me, sometimes it just shows me afterwards, which very annoying. What can you do? Oh man, I'm in such a good mood, you guys. I feel like I should be not in such a great mood because I have resigned myself to kind of rewriting a lot of my first novel. But I don't feel bad about it. I feel energized maybe, or excited. I don't know. I feel happy because I feel like by doing that, it's going to make it that much better, you know? Okay, Dorothea. Oh, she's in the Netherlands. That's awesome. I have never been to the Netherlands, but I've seen like documentaries and stuff, and it looks so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So thank you for staying up so super crazy late to write with me. I very much appreciate it. She got 475 words. Yeah, I am getting into what I'm writing. I was so grossed out by my own thoughts. So hopefully if that stays in the final draft and someone reads it, they'll be grossed out too. I'm definitely one of those writers who gets way too into the stuff, and I'll write something and crying or look real angry. Like, I don't know. very emotional about my writing, which I think that's why I'm decent at evoking emotion, because I am literally translating what I feel onto the page. But it works for me, so what are you gonna do? All right, let's go at 10 after for another 20, because 20 minutes feels good right now. And I am enjoying this writing, and I hope that you are too. And remember, if you have any questions, comments, what have you, hit me up at hashtag great stuff. Let's see. So I was talking to a lady today, and we were talking about our writing careers and things, and she told me that she was 70, which was wild, because I thought that she was in maybe her late 40s, early 50s. So I don't know what fountain of youth she has tapped into, but that was incredible. But she literally blew my mind. And she was talking about how hard it is to get people to read your writing and to just get it in front of people, you know? And we were talking about social media and stuff, but I think that she's written 6 or 7 books, and I think most of them are standalones. And it sounds like she writes contemporary fiction. I haven't read her writing yet. She was sounding so frustrated about getting her work in front of people. And I wish that I had a great answer for her, something clear cut, to tell her to do, like, do A, B, C, and everyone will see your stuff. But it's like, there isn't a clear cut answer. It seems like everyone kind of does the most, like, does everything they can, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But I totally commiserated with her, and I still want to know where she found this Scotland movie. So speaking of frustrating, let's make this prompt a moment of frustration for your main character. And let's write for 20 minutes. And we will start. Man, that 1 minute is really slow. Now, go, 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 go. Right. 20 minutes. Meet me back here. 9 minutes left. Keep right. Time is up. How many words did you get? Did you use the prompt? Let me know at hashtag Bright Stuff. I actually got 583 words this time around. And this word counter that I found, you guys, it's really cool. It's at wordcounttools.com, and it tells you how many words and characters, and it also tells you how many syllables, which would be interesting if you were writing some type of poem, and how many sentences, and then it tells you how many unique words you've written. So I wrote 46% of my words were unique, 271. And then it tells you the readability level, which I think is pretty interesting. Apparently, I am writing on a 9th to 10th grade level, so everyone would be able to read this, probably, most people. So yeah. And it estimates that it would take approximately 3 minutes for someone to read this. Isn't that cool? So yeah, I'm excited that I found this site. I think that it could be definitely useful at some point. I kind of want to input some poems in there and see what it says. So, how are you guys doing? We are about at an hour into this broadcast. If you just tuned in, my name is Tamara. I do a lot of writing, especially on this channel. So, this month is Camp NaNoWriMo, which is the very laid back sister of National Novel Writing Month, or NaNoWriMo. At camp, you, at the beginning of the month or sometime around the beginning of the month, you create some type of writing goal, whether it's writing something new, adding to a project, editing something, etc. The choice was yours. And this project is nearing its end, so I'm doing this write-in so that people who are like me and are behind can have a chance to catch up and write with somebody else. Because sometimes it's just more fun if you have a partner. Don't make it dirty. Don't make it dirty. I mean, it sounds kind of dirty, but don't make it dirty. So let's see. The word count website is wordcounttools.com, and so it's wordcounttools.com. It's really interesting. Of course, there's a few annoying ads on there, but there wasn't a pop-up at least, so that's always good, because I really hate the pop-up ads. Like, why? It's 2016. Why with the pop-up ads? But yeah, and it's free because Lord knows I'm not going to pay for anything if I don't have to. And you just copy and paste your thing into the white empty box, and what did you click? I think that it had like something that you click, or maybe it didn't and it just automatically populated the info. I think it might have automatically populated the info. Oh, that's interesting. It has a non-English language thing that you could click. Huh. Interesting. And it also has, oh, I hadn't even scrolled down. It tells you even more. It tells you what your top 20 words are, or you can change that. And you can exclude grammar words. Like, I'm assuming like the and whoa. I used like 9 times. Really? Really? I know I use like in speech a lot because I have a terrible habit and I grew up in the 90s. So I think that like is an appropriate filler for all sentences. But I didn't realize it did that in my writing. Oh, that is awesome. I'm so impressed with this site. I used her 40 times. Well, huh. Interesting. Rough drafts, am I right? Okay. I am going to get out of that site and stop staring at it because it's way, way too enthralling for a word nerd like me. I just want to get into it and read all the stuff. But I am going to stop because I don't think that would be very interesting at all to watch. Me saying, "Ooh, yes, that's really cool. Yeah, I like that." Oh, self. Why do you do the things you do? Let's see. I wonder if this shows any new comments here on the YouTube page. I hope that Dorothea, you caught when I told the word that website again, but it's wordcountpools.com. And I hope you sleep well. And thank you very much for staying up until what would be 2:36 a.m. and writing. Like, you're the real MVP. Or MVP, yeah, most valuable player. Ignore me. Just when I think I'm being clever, I'm not. And she got out 480 words. So way to go. I think normally at 2:30 on my end, I'm just hoping for sleep of some sort, and I'm probably reading something or watching Netflix and just hoping that the Sandman's going to come visit me and take me away into a good nap. All right, so it's 37 after. How about we do another sprint in about 3 minutes? Man, I am just feeling great. I'm so glad that anyone who has joined me is here with me, because it makes me feel a little less crazy if I know that there's at least 1 or 2 people on the other side of this monitor hanging out with me. I appreciate that a lot because, it's a little strange to kind of talk to basically a white light on your monitor. It feels a little weird. I ain't gonna lie. But most of the time, I'm talking to this camera when I do like YouTube videos and stuff. So I guess I'm prepping myself for talking to inanimate objects. That'll make retirement a whole lot more fun, I'm sure. Just imagine that retirement village when we're all with our cell phones taking selfies and using the Snapchat. Isn't that a weird thought? Okay, let's bring that back in. All right. Let's see. Well, how about we do a prompt that is a flash forward into retirement of your main character. And of course, like I said, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. It's just something to give you a little boost if you need it. And we'll do 20 minutes. I hope you guys are having a good day or night wherever you are. Yes, I am pretty excited to be here. All right. And 20 minutes starting now. Go, go, go. Write all the words. meet you in 20. What is your word count? Did you use the prompt? How's your writing going? Let me know at hashtag write stuff. I want to know everything because I am incredibly nosy. All right, let's see. What was my word count this time around? And also, what was my most used word? Now that I know that there's a thing that exists that would tell me these things. Oh no! All right. Okay. Oh, 692 words this time. I am still writing at that 9th, 10th grade level, so that's fun. Coffee's almost empty. Shenanigans, I call. I only used her name 3 times. The word I used the most again was her. But this time it makes a bit more sense because, well, I might as well tell you. Who knows if it'll stay in the final draft. But she is in the middle of well, she's taken ecstasy. And she doesn't realize it. This is set in 1993. So ecstasy was like it was a thing, MDMA. So she is currently, oh gosh, and I started laughing because she's outside and this guy says to her, "Want to purify yourself in the lake of moonbeams," he whispered, and it made me think of the Dave Chappelle skit where it was Prince, and he said, "Why don't you pure yourself in the Lake Minnetonka?" Oh my gosh, so ridiculous, so ridiculous. But she's very into it. This was not something I had planned for my novel. I definitely had not thought that someone was going to be using ecstasy. However, that is absolutely fun because I this this outline that I made was very, very paper thin. I wanted it to be able to kind of move and groove and just work with me as it wanted to. So these kind of unexpected situations are very cool for me. I like it. Andrea she wrote 881 words and she is very close to reaching her 50K goal. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And it said that she wrote an 11th to 12th grade level. Oh. Could you guys hear that? Someone just started a vehicle. It's 3:03 here. So I figure we're going to be hearing more of vehicles driving back and forth and people starting cars and stuff because, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that's when people start to move. But if I do these chats at, let's say, 9 o'clock at night when it's a bit quieter out, then with most people, they are sleeping. So, what are you gonna do? I don't know. I guess I had to just deal with the sleepy sounds, or not sleepy sounds. Those are not sleepy sounds at all. It's that point in the the live show where I start not making sense because I'm putting all the words into document and in brain, not many words left. I don't know. That's okay though. I'll have some water. So I host hashtag Write Stuff Tweet Chat. It happens every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on the Twitter. And I think I've missed the chat maybe 2 or 3 times in the 3 years that I'm posting it. And yesterday I had an eye doctor exam, so I couldn't attend because it was during the same time. And you know, it's really hard to get doctor's appointments sometimes, so I didn't want to mess with it and try to ask them to change the time and stuff. But for my 6-month follow-up, I think it's happening on a Monday, so it will not mess up my other stuff. I never plan things on Mondays so that I can do chats, or not chats, but like doctor's appointments and stuff. But so yeah, I'm gonna be getting some new specs, which is very exciting because these ones are so very scratched. They look like a hot mess on a tin roof, and right now they're dirty, so I'm gonna clean that off. But the new glasses that I'm getting are going to be red, sparkly red, fancy pants red, not like Sally Jesse Raphael red from the 90s, the talk show host. No, nobody. Okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna get some new specs, which would be cool because I'll be able to like look at the world and not have little strange smudges that are actually scratches when I look at everybody. Like there's just a little tiny like obscuration of face, you know. But yeah, and these new glasses are supposed to be as such that the like the computer light will not hurt my eyes as much, and it's supposed to not reflect as much. So when I'm, let's say, making a YouTube video and I have light shining on my face, so that my eyes won't have that weird glasses glare. So I'm excited for that, and I can't wait. It's supposed to be 2 weeks. I hope it'll be less than 2 weeks, because in a little over 2 weeks, I'll be heading back to West Virginia to visit with my family and friends. So I'd like to have a brand new specs before then. Though I'm still thinking about buying a pair from, I think it's ZeniOptical.com. I think that's what it's called. Zeni, ZENI optical.com. Because the glasses are cheap and they're super cute. And I think it would just be cool to have like some funky glasses that I wear every once in a while, like some leopard print craziness or something, some bedazzled beauties. Ridiculous. Let's see. Let's see if anyone has commented on the YouTube page, or if it'll even show me, because as I've told you guys before, it doesn't always. It's not a thing that always happens, but sometimes it does. Okay, it's not showing me any new comments, so hopefully that means that there aren't any, and not that it's just not showing them to me. All right. Ooh, it's almost 10 after. Let's do another 20 minutes. Let's do a prompt with your main character is wearing something out of the ordinary. And do 20 minutes again because I like it. And all right, it's 10 after, so let's start. Write all the words 10 more minutes, you guys. Keep running. How'd it go? How many words did you write? Did you use that prompt? Let me know at #WriteStuff. And I am going to check that word count. It's interesting to me to do these kind of sprints, these kind of things, because, you know, whatever comes up, but there's usually a moment where something will feel really right or something will feel really wrong. And when I was just writing that and I looked back over it, I thought, this isn't quite right. This doesn't match with who my character is and how she would react to the situation. But the scene's definitely going to work, or I think it's going to work. This moment is going to work. I just need to tweak it a little bit during the editing process. But I definitely have an idea of what I want to happen. So let's see. It was 662 words. Still at that 9th to 10th grade level, yo. And I didn't really use anything too many times over, so that's cool. Oh, hey, Amy. She has decided not to nap and to write stuff with me. I was thinking about doing this for another hour. What do you guys think about that? Would an hour work? Because I think that with an hour, I'll probably need to eat something. Have I eaten today? I don't think I've eaten today. Oh my God. It's a good writing day when even a chubby girl like me forgets to eat. Ridiculous. Also, my friend Brandy sent me this package and I got it today and I really, really, really want to see what's in it. I know that she sent me some scarves, which is awesome because I would like to wear some scarves sometimes instead of having the crazy hair out all the way, you know what I mean? Like scarves are just a nice thing that you can do to your hair without having to put in much effort, which I'm very into. Andrea got about 600 words, and this time around she wrote in the 9th to 10th grade level. I just think that is fascinating. Absolutely fascinating to think that this word count tool is able to tell you, well, you write in a blah, blah, blah level. And I think that would be really good, especially if you are, let's say that you're writing middle grade and you want to make sure that you're hitting that kind of middle grade level of writing. Because have you ever read a middle grade book and you wondered, with this feels like a little bit more advanced than someone who's in, this 5th or 6th grade. Like, it feels just a little bit more advanced. So, yeah, fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Or maybe it's just me because I am a nerd, unabashedly, total nerd. All right. We've been doing this. We've been doing this for 2 hours, so another hour would make 3. That's more than I usually go with a write-in. But you know what, you guys? I got the fever. I got the fever for a written word. So why not do that? Hopefully, you guys are still hanging out with me. And since this is our numero 3, or beginning of it, something like that. Anyway, my name is Tamara, and I write a lot of things, and I talk about it on this channel. And I also talk about books occasionally. So thank you for joining me. And those of you who have been hanging out with me this whole time, I really appreciate it because you make me not crazy. Yay, I'm glad that you like it, Andrea. She likes the wordcounttool.com too. Wordcounttool.com. It's just so weird, but cool. Like, yeah, I'm definitely going to add some poetry to it at some point, just to see what it says in terms of, like, what was some of the stuff that it had there that I was thinking would be good for poetry, like syllables and unique words. When I write poetry, I really like to use, different language as much as possible so that each word has meaning. And if I do happen to repeat a word, other than article, and in a the, but if I do happen to repeat a word, that it has an extra emphasis or impact for a reason. All right, so we have 4 minutes, and then I figure we could write for another 20, because these 20 word sprints are really working for me. Are they working for you? Let me know. Hashtag write stuff. Dun, 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 dun. So Amy actually helped me out for this for yesterday Amy helped me out for last night's write stuff. She was she helped to keep the conversation flowing since I wasn't going to be there, and I really appreciate that, Amy, a lot. I feel guilty when I'm not there, but sometimes you just got to get your eyeballs checked out. Oh gosh, it was so weird, and they put the eye drops in, and I couldn't read for like 3 hours. I don't know if you guys realize how terrible that was. Like, I'm over here trying to tilt my phone any sort of way so I could read a thing. Like I was sending out text messages, but I couldn't see what I had written. I'm just like, hey, I can't read this, but could you call me? Because I don't know what this says. And I see that you text me, but I can't read it. So, thanks. A mess. A mess. Absolute mess. Yay, Andrea's gotten a lot written and she wasn't feeling it before. So, woohoo! That's what I like to hear. That I'm actually being useful to someone other than myself. All right, let's see here. We got 2 minutes for we're at 20 till. So how about we use a prompt? I'm hungry. Food prompt. Something happens in your scene that involves food. Wow, could you be less specific to me? Probably. So yeah, food prompt. Something happens involving food, whether it's a meal or, I don't know, trying not to eat something. Starvation. I kind of want to eat this chewy bar, but I feel weird chawing on something while I'm in front of camera. I guess that would be a good diet, though. Just keep yourself in front of the camera at all times, and you'll never want to eat. No, that's not a good diet. That sounds horrifying. Yep. This is what happens in hour 3. Random thoughts. But I'm having a good time, and I hope you guys are too. So we are going to start in a few seconds. Let me make sure that it's okay, good. I wanted to make sure that my volume was working. It looks like it's working. Hopefully you guys can hear me. And go. 20 minutes. Write all the words and I'll meet you here. 20 minutes. We're at 3.5 hours of this write-in. How many words did you write? Let me know. Hashtag write stuff. And did you use the prompt? I actually did this time because they were eating, because I think I'm hungry. Let's see. And let me tweet out time's up. And let's see how many words I wrote that time. The time around, it was kind of a hodgepodge of writing for me. I wrote a thing, and then I realized that I needed to write something else earlier in order for this thing to work. So then I wrote something else. That was out of order, but that's okay. At least I'll have an idea of what that thing should be, so that later on when I go to clean it up, I won't be thinking, what was that I was going to write? I just kind of wrote a quick little summation. So 705 words. Excellent. Same level of writing. Let's see, what's a word? Okay, so apparently I spelled wasn't WASN 3 times. Ooh, and I spelled didn't DIDN 4 times. What is going on? Why can't I remember an apostrophe and a T? I did hadn't HADN 4 times. Wow. This is why no one else needs to ever read your first draft. What a mess. Oh, hilarious. Let's see. Do I have? I don't have a favorite sentence that I can think of, but you expecting anybody? Nell asked. He shook his head, picking up his bat on the way to the door. And Jules' eyebrows raised. Damn, he does not like unexpected guests. Andrea got 775 words, and she has less than 1K till she reached 50. Yeah! Ooh, hopefully this last sprint will do it for you. Wouldn't that be awesome? Oh, I hope you reach 50K with us. And if not, then I hope you keep writing until you get it tonight. Yeah. Right, all the words. All right. Let's see. According to YouTube, I haven't had any new comments. So, I don't know if I have or haven't. But if anyone has commented over there, it's not showing. So, let's see. So yeah, let's make this the last sprint of this afternoon for me, this evening for you guys, or night, or morning. I don't know. Time's weird. What else can I tell you guys about? I talked to my mom this morning, and I hadn't spoken to her since I called to tell her that Prince died. What was that, Thursday? So she answers the phone. Oh my gosh, this woman. She answers the phone and she's like, hello. I was like, Mom, are you sick? Are you okay? No, I'm not sick. I was so worried about my daughter because I hadn't talked to her in a week and I didn't know if something bad had happened to her. Like, Mom, um, I'm fine. You could have just called me to see if I was okay. No, 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 I didn't want to bother you. I just wondered if the math magician had done something to you, or if you'd done something to him. I just didn't know. And then she started laughing because she is just dramatic AF for no reason. This woman's nuts. It's like, really, Mom? Really? She's like, well, you didn't call me for 6 days. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, you're spoiled. Because a lot of people don't call their moms for weeks on end. Normally I call every couple of days, but I don't know. This past week I've been in writer brain and I just haven't really been talking to a lot of people. So if I have ignored anyone, I'm very sorry. But I've even been ignoring my own mother. So I don't know. I'm just a terrible person. And, of course I said to her, Mom, it's, you could call me anytime you're worried. And she's like, of course, of course. But that's never the way of it. I'm definitely expected to call. Susan said she's editing, so she's cutting, not adding. Excellent. I hope you're getting all the cutting in. And Andrea said that sounds exactly like her dad. I am glad that I'm not alone here. Like, she's so, oh, I love her. I love her so much. But she's so dramatic. She's really good at guilt. If you could have heard her, like, poor, sad, little, lonely sounding, wavering voice, oh my goodness, I thought that she was knocking on death's door, that she had developed some kind of disease while I wasn't there. Oh, she's good. She's real good. Oh, goodness. Okay. So I guess I'm going to do a writing prompt that has something to do with guilt. So is your MC feeling guilt? Something to do with one of your secondary characters. I was about to say side characters, like a side chick. Nope. Brain isn't working anymore, and that's okay. Can't even spell CampNaNoWriMo. Awesome. Oh man. So we'll do this last sprint, and then we'll chat for a couple minutes so you guys can tell me what happened with your writing, and then I'll sign off and go eat something. Probably this granola chew and a yogurt. It's getting close to dinner time, so I'm going to have to make something for dinner anyway. Which is probably so weird for all of you guys, because you probably have already had dinner and this is like wrapping up your night and you're getting ready to go to sleep. Time zones in my brain. So weird. Meanwhile, I'm over here, the birds are tweeting and the light is very bright. Oh, yeah, let me get my timer ready. Oh, my phone's at 15%. But I think that it could do the 20-minute stopwatch pretty easily, just in case. All right, on your mark, get set, go. Write something about guilt or whatever, and I'll meet you back here in 20. do let me know at hashtag Write Stuff. And this is going to be the last sprint of the night, which I am so happy that you guys came and hung out with me. I do appreciate it. It makes me feel as though I am not batshit crazy. And just to let you know, on Saturday, Amy, Fergus, and I will be having our last Camp NaNoWriMo check-in, and that will be at 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and 2 p.m. Hawaiian time. So, what was your word count? Let me know at hashtag Write Stuff. We'll talk for a few more minutes, and then I will leave you to do what you do. Let's see. How many words did I get? I'm definitely at an interesting point in the story now, which is exciting. 781. Ooh la la. Right. Now let's see how many words I wrote total tonight. Right. 781, and the one before that was 705. Then the one before that was 692. Before that, we had apparently I wrote 692 words 2 times. And before that, we had 583, 507, and that's it. 3,960 words. So let's see what that brings my grand total to. So that's plus 22,213, 26,173. How many words do I have left? I need 3,827 words. Who knows? Maybe I'll actually do that tonight. You never can tell. Alright, I've somehow created a split screen, both my screen, and I don't know how to get rid of it. Oh, Tamara, the things you do. Alright, let's see. Okay. Let's see. What does it say? Same readability level. Should take someone about 4 minutes to read this. And again, I did it 4 times. And I said, oh, 3 times. Oh, oh, oh. All right, I'll check the YouTube page to see if anyone has said anything. And I am again not seeing anything, but oh well. Oh, Andrea, you got to 49,893. Oh, so close. If you feel up to it, you should just finish it out tonight. You can totally do it. I have faith in you. And if not, then you can definitely finish that out tomorrow. And Seamus said, life in the memories of a distant loved one shared. Are you spam, Seamus? Because I feel like you may be spam. Oh, Susan said that she added 559 words when she was supposed to be cutting. Well, hopefully those 559 words kick all the butt, and then you'll be able to edit some other ones that were not nearly as good. Maybe? Oh, you guys, thank you so much for joining me and making it not crazy for me to sit here and talk to my laptop. Again, my name is Tamara, and this was my write-in. And if you're just joining in, this will upload to YouTube after maybe like 5 or 10 minutes or so. So you can watch the rest of my shenanigans and have me cheering you on. And again, on Saturday, we'll be having a live chat talking about our Camp NaNoWriMo experiences with Amy and Burgess. It'll be on this channel as well, and we'll be using the Write Stuff hashtag to kind of keep track of things, since that's what we're used to. So you guys, I am going to sign off and eat something delicious. And thank you for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.